planet right now is Carrie Underwood. In fact, fans just voted her favorite country female artist at the American Music Awards. How lucky that I got some time to sit down with her recently and catch up. I joke that it's been so long since I've seen you. It really has been that long, but it didn't feel like that long because we just saw you on the CMA Awards, 7-time hosting with Brad. You were great. You get better every year in the hosting thing.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we put a lot of effort into it. You know, we basically the entire week leading up to the CMAs. I mean, we're down at the Bridgestone Arena every single day, and we're going through things and talking through things and ideas and things that aren't coming together and things that are working out.
Right.
And yeah, there's a lot to do.
You had the best line of the night. I tweeted about it.
Which
think he'll sign my baby.
Oh.
The Garth Brooks.
That was actually Brad's line, I think. I mean, I said it, but it was his idea. Yeah.
It was great.
So.
Did he?
No. No, that would have been weird.
Yeah, it would have been a bit weird.
Strange.
Oh, it's seen you since baby news came out. Love the Twitter photo of Penny, Jean, and Ace announcing the news. Have you wrapped your head around it? Yes, I am going to be a mom.
I mean, it's kind of hard to ignore now when you're not out there, kind of in the beginning, and you're like, is this real?
Right.
Is this really happening? It's like, you are, but nobody else does. And now it's kind of
setting in.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to ignore, and we've been, buying more things and just put together a little stroller and, just little things like that are kind of fun. So it's definitely
real.
It's becoming real when you look around your house and you see baby things adorning your living room.
We could talk about that all day long. I would love to, trust me, but I do want to hit this new record coming out on December the 9th. The Greatest Hits Decade #1, 25, well, a double disc, 25 tunes, and the lead single, the remarkable song, Something in the Water, already record-breaking, doing so well on the charts, blowing away your own previous numbers, and the faith-based aspect of it. When Jesus Take the Wheel came out, I read where you were talking about people saying, oh, that's risky, talking about, religion. Did you hear from those people when you came out with this song and the uplifting message?
I think there's always, kind of going to be that somewhere. But I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years now, hence the decade #1 on the Greatest Hits album. And I think people know that that's a part of me, and whatever is a part of me. We have everything from serious songs like Something in the Water, that we're hitting on real life stuff, to stupid fun dance around your room kind of songs. So, and everything in between, and that's who I am, and I think people have learned to expect that from me and accept that from me, and I like singing stuff that makes me happy.
Yeah, that makes your fans happy, and no doubt they've probably given you a lot of messages about the inspiration that you provide them.
Definitely.
What's a prominent message that you've heard from people about the tune?
I mean, just over the years, from Something in the Water, See You Again, Jesus Take the Wheel, Temporary Home. I mean, I've always just had people say, and I get this one a lot, I was having a bad day or going through a tough time, or whatever experience was happening in their life. When it rains it pours sometimes, and you just kind of hit a point, and then something makes you feel a little better. And it's definitely not me, but every once in a while the stars align, and you kind of get to hear or see the thing that you just need to hear or see, and
it comes right at the right time.
Yeah.
With this Greatest Hits package coming out on December the 9th, what is the mark where you say, okay, time for a Greatest Hits? Is it 18 #1s? How many years in the industry? Where did the decision come from to put out the record?
Well, it was kind of in writing. I've been still working on new music and still writing and stuff like that. But it's kind of like, has it been 10 years? It's been 10 years. Oh my gosh, if we're going to do this, we better do this now, And it was already in the beginning, I was like, we're going to have 2 discs, we're going to have to do that, because I just hate to cut some of my kids out, cut some of my song children out of the album. And So it's kind of like, it's now or never. We will end up having to cut some later, and it just seemed like a perfect time.
Still ahead, more of my interview with Carrie Underwood, where we'll talk more about the new album and hear the details on that beautiful video, Something in the Water. And on the other side, back in the top 20 with Carrie Underwood, talking about the greatest hits decade #1, hitting the streets on December the 9th. 2-disc, 25-song collection. Carrie, you're offering your fans something that people really don't ever get to hear. On the record, there are work tape versions of some of the songs.
Yeah.
Describe that, and how did that come to be?
Well, whenever we go in to write, generally at some point during a writing session, you'll just click, something on your voice memos on your phone or on, GarageBand or whatever on your computer, just so you can kind of have a rough thing that you can take and then make a proper demo out of later. So I was like, why not? I was like, surely there's some in there that sound halfway decent, that, would be a really cool look into the whole writing process. And, I mean, we messed up. Other people start singing because, it's literally the first time we ever have, sung through the song top to bottom. So we'd stop and start, and, somebody else will jump in and start singing every once in a while, and then it's like, I'll be like, how does that go again?
It's really behind the curtain.
It really is, which I just thought was such a cool concept and a cool idea, and just kind of, again, giving people a look into our writing process.
You gave us the most beautiful look. Something in the Water, my favorite video. Absolutely stunning. Talk a little bit about the director, the choreography. I've never seen dancing like that, period, I don't think. It's really beautiful.
Well, that one was kind of a hard one to try and figure out a concept for, because I didn't want to just follow the storyline directly. And mainly I just wanted it to be beautiful and powerful and be kind of all about movement. And me and Raj Kapoor, who is the director, he would start sending me images and things like that and ideas, and I'm like, we are on the same page. And I flew out to LA, and we had this kind of little pool that they had built for it, and I was literally standing in freezing cold water.
So that you could
but those poor dancers were,
rolling around in it,
splashing it around all over the place. But they were absolutely amazing, and such a joy to work with. And when I saw things back, I would just be moved at how beautiful it all was.
The concept is stunning. It's a beautiful video, and girl, so you've owned the top 20. We're going to rename it the Carrie Underwood Top 20, because for half of this year, 26 weeks, you, including the duet with Miranda Lambert, you've been in the top spot.
Yay!
Half of the year. And once again, we find you there this week, Something in the Water. #1. Would you like to say something to your fans and introduce your #1 video of the week?
Well, I would just really like to say thank you so much, not just for, making Something in the Water video #1, but also just for the past 10 years. It's been a really, really amazing journey, so thank you very much. And I look forward to more years, more videos, more songs. So here it is, Something in the Water.